Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the jump. Check smash. Check smash.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
60 vices. Drop 60. Drop 60.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here's Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 55 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. Big Lion. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Sanders trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
70, Timberwolf. Come back in. 70 Rangers, 70 Cardinals, 70. 18 Riley, 18.
Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tonyan.
Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
35 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Hey, check that. Street. Reload. No.
They'll run with Scott. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now Scott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked them down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas got her in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, Scott. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Scott with it again on 2nd. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Scott. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go again with Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Rodgers to throw once more. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Right there, hurt.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Come on.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
To throw is Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find Jones. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Number 50.
And again, it's Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit. And that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.